Dead game, they said. Nobody plays that trash, they said. My game is better. My game is on top, they said. Yeah. Who has the last laugh right now during a dead patch, during downtime right now when nothing is going on? There's no real reason to log in. Wuthering Waves is hitting #1 across the board, across every major platform all around the world. Yeah, the mental gymnastics some people have to do to convince themselves and try to convince other communities and other people that this game is not doing incredibly. Yeah, it drives me up a wall. It leaves me to question their very sanity. Wuthering Waves is one of my 3 favorite gacha games. Nikke, Arknights, Wuthering Waves. They're the 3 games that I have not missed logging into pretty much in the years I have been playing them. I'm excited for the new Arknights content. I'm incredibly excited for Arknights Enfield. I'm excited for every new upcoming Nikke character and collab and event. I'm excited for 3.0 with Wuwa. Every tweet I make on Wuthering Waves doing well, it just gets brigaded with members of a certain community that continue to claim the same thing. Game is dead. Game is crap. My game is better. It doesn't matter if, you know, your game is trending. It doesn't matter if your game is earning lots of money. It doesn't matter if your game is the #1 game on multiple different platforms. My game is better. Your game sucks. There's definitely a degree of mental gymnastics, like a severe amount of mental gymnastics that have to happen where anyone could realistically think that their game is better or doing better when every metric or a lot of metrics point to the contrary. At least, you know, at the time of me making the tweets. Now, I'm not here to engage in gacha tribalism. I don't think that any game is inherently better than any other game in every capacity. As an example, I think Genshin and Wuwa both have their pros and cons. I think Nikke and Arknights both have their pros and cons. I think Love and Deep Space and Infinity Nikki both have their pros and cons. All games are, you know, have various aspects of them that are incredible, and all games have aspects of them that are absolutely terrible. So I think it's disingenuous to say, as you know, as a whole, my game is just better, or my game is just doing better. Because it's just not true. Different games do better depending on the patch. Different characters do better, or games do better depending on the characters that are released. There's no game that just does better, you know, that is more popular or trending at #1 every minute of every day. And no game that just does everything better than every other game. But Wuthering Waves, that is a game that I track often. As of December 12th, hit #1 and #2 across Bilibili in China. This was for 3.0. They won the Game Awards. They got the Player's Voice Award, which was the most voted gacha game and most voted video game at the award show of the entire year, which means that the Wuwa players showed up in numbers that completely decimated every other game out there. So evidently, more players were interested in Wuwa than any other game at the award show. The tweet here in question shows Wuthering Waves on TapTap at #2. Then it shows the 3.0 trailer and then another 3.0 teaser at #1 and #2 on Bilibili. That's China for TapTap and for Bilibili. That's crazy because 3.0 hasn't even come out yet. Then on December 13th, you know what happened? Wuthering Waves hit #12 right here on Steam, the Steam bestsellers. So even without a new character, I think Frolova and Buling were the characters that came out on the 13th, but there was no new, you know, meta redefining or must pull character. It was just a rerun of an old character and Buling. But it hit #12 on the Steam store, bestsellers anyway, which is incredible. Tower of Fantasy players Salt. Yeah, Tower of Fantasy players really do hate Wuthering Waves for some reason. I don't know if it's just because Will was an overwhelming success when Top was the other. Where Winds Meet Nice? Yeah, Where Winds Meet at #3. Yep. And then, as of December 16th, 2 days ago, Wuwa, once again, is trending at the #1 Bilibili. 3.0 isn't even out yet. Imagine how high this will trend once the game does. This game has been trending at the top for days, a week, or more. Everyone is excited for Wuwa. Then, later in the day, Wuthering Waves is trending number 1 on Bilibili in the current patch. What's going on here? We still have several days before 3.0 begins. Just repeatedly. Every day, every hour, every platform. Tap, tap, Bilibili. It's genuinely unreal. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. This game just continues to dominate. Continue. And you know what? Let's go ahead here. That was December 16th. It is now December 18th. It has been 2 days. Are y'all ready to see if Wuthering Waves 2 days later is still at number 1? Are y'all ready? Look at that. Wuthering Waves still at number 1 on Bilibili. The biggest Chinese network out there. Wuthering Waves, how long have they been at number 1? It's just unreal. We have Wuwa, Genshin. I think, what is that? I have no idea. I actually have no idea what that is. I think that's Azure Lane, right? I think. Arknights, Zenless, Honkai. Don't know what that is. There's Where Winds Meet, Snowbreak. That's Fellow Moon, Pow World, Love and Deep Space. Look at that chat. They've been at number 1 for God knows how long. God knows. The most dead point of the patch. Nothing to do. Yeah, Wuthering Waves right now has absolutely nothing to do while waiting for 3.0. Yet it is still dominating at number 1. Still at number 1, bro. They haven't lost a position. It's been God knows how many days, but they are just still dominating in a dead patch with nothing really and no one to pull for. That is a testament to the overwhelming monolithic success that Wuthering Waves has had over the course of the last several months. I mean, you cannot deny this anymore, right? You genuinely cannot deny that anymore. Anyone that is looking at this is like, yeah, the game isn't doing well. What more do you need? Genuinely, what more do you need? Top 3 Tap Tap for weeks. Top 3 Bilibili for weeks. Top 10 or top 12 on the Steam bestsellers during dead patches. Top 3 repeatedly during major patches and new characters. How much more do you need to believe that the game is doing good? It's unreal. I cannot wrap my head around the fact that people still want the game to be dead and to die. It's just, I don't know, man. And here's the new trailer, though, for 3.0. I'm really looking forward to seeing. I wonder how the haters are trying to cope with this. I wonder too. You know what I'm also curious about? What they're going to say in the comment section in an attempt to kind of like deflect the success of the game and how they're going to... No, I know what they're going to say in the comments. I already know what they're going to say in the comments. The Gacha revenue website puts my game higher than your game, which means that my game is better. Guaranteed. Yo, go at me! Yo, the first person looks sick. Oh, that looks so cool. Yo, the music! Oh, she looks awesome. The characters in this patch chat are hot. The men and the women. Damn. Mornay looks insane. I found Mrs. Stix in the game. Yep. Found Mrs. Stix in the game chat. Don't tell her I said that. Female rover makes you weak. Yeah. Yeah, same here, dude. Oh, yeah. Whoa, shit. Yeah, all right. Oh, damn, look at that frame. Holy shit. Yo, she looks like she's about to mess you the hell up. Goddamn. I also want to point out, chat, the where they're riding around the motorcycles and everything, it kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children when they were, Cloud was racing against Kadaj and his two brothers. And then, like, they had that big fight, and then Kadaj warps into Sephiroth, and, you know, that whole sequence of events happened. That is what that entire sequence reminded me of right there. Also, I think the reason TOF players are now so angry with Wuthering Waves is because Wuwa did the sci-fi futuristic thing better than TOF did. And this is for a fucking patch. Sick. That was an awesome trailer, dude. Goddamn. But yeah, I just want to point out once again, chat. Number 1 on Bilibili for weeks. Number 2 on TapTap. Number 1 and 2 on Bilibili at the release of their respective trailers. Repeated top 10, top 15 placements over on Steam. Yet they want you to believe that the game is doing poorly. Ha! Yeah, right. Look at the bike section of the live stream after. It's the same with it. Okay. Yo, why is female Rover doing tricks? She's leaning over, looking at the screen, spreading her legs, and then crossing them in her... What's even going on these trailers? As I usually never play that far. That's fine. Yo, 360. Do they have different animations on for every single character? That's crazy. If so, drive across water. Drive across the water? Yo, the fact that you're literally you're drifting and doing donuts in the fucking grass, and you could see the grass animations changing, the textures literally burning up. Oh my god. What? The radio channels, okay. But was that it? No, there's more. Cinematic driving. Cinematic drive. Wait, they have vehicles out in the world too. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You should. Holy! Wait! You can put someone on the bicycle with you?
坐车，一起感受风在耳畔呼啸，景在眼前流转。看完今天的内容，感受如何呢？
People are going to goon like they have never gooned before. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.